Bueno, y estamos nuevamente con el director de Hotel Transylvania 2. Hi, Genndy, how are you?
Good, how are you?
We're back at it with a new story, more colorful and more funny. Well, what's the biggest challenge doing this sequel?
I think it's progressing the story in an interesting way. It's, for a sequel, you're always kind of worried, is the first one going to be better? Is the second one and stuff? So I think we wanted to come up with a story that was compelling, interesting, and something new. You got to introduce something new, otherwise it's kind of the same thing.
Well, what was the main subject about doing this sequel? What you wanted to show the people?
I wanted to show the people, I think, the idea of generations of family, because the first one was about Dracula and Mavis, and so the second one is about all the generations. They're, Dracula's grandson, as well as introducing Dracula's father. So to me, really seeing Dracula's father was an amazing idea that we were really excited about.
And people is talking about that because you got the Mel Brooks doing Dracula's father. How was it? And why you decided to bring him along?
I think initially we started with something, we thought, well, Dracula's father's got to be big and scary and stuff, and then we thought, well, maybe it's going to be too scary, so we still want it to be funny. And then when we came out with an idea for Mel Brooks, it just all clicked in, and because he's, one of our greatest comedians and such a force of life, so it was a great fit to be Dracula's father.
And you're bringing the team back, and tell me what's the difference between having all the crew recording together and having them separately?
Well, together there's an energy. There's
Yeah.
always an energy that happens, because when you put 3 or 4 comedians or actors together, they start to really feed off each other, and you can feel that in the way they read things. And so for this one, we weren't able to do it, but because we had the experience of the first one, it made it easier because we knew how they all work. And a lot of times when we record, I'll do the voices of if it's Dracula or Wayne the Werewolf or somebody, and they still interact, so we still get that energy. But they're all such professional and amazing comedians. It didn't affect it as much as it could.
And it gets together well.
Yes.
I want to talk about the translations of the movie because I saw the original one in Mexico and it was with the Mexican accent and I didn't like it that much.
Yes.
And then I saw it in English and it was great. Do you get the final say in the translations of the movie?
I don't, no, because I think it's hard, because I heard it in Russian.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it work?
It worked okay, yeah, it wasn't bad. I think, it's very a difficult thing. It's always, even with our TV shows, the translating, the humor and the voices and the specific characters, it's a hard thing. And it's all over the world, so there's no way I could really police everyone, especially without knowing all the languages,
But you're pleased with the visuals, at
Yes.
least.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We do have the visuals, and it's physical, and it's vibrant, and it's very cartoony. So it's big, and hopefully it can overcome if there's any kind of weird voice things.
So if we can put together in a few sentences, what is this movie about?
It's about acceptance and family.
That's great.
Bloody, en serio queríamos llamarte antes. A ver, amigos, plan B. Aquí voy. ¡Suben! ¡Dale! Es una broma.
I was born this way.